Hi, this is Sibila Action Vocal and 3 simple steps that will help you master Kargyraa throat singing. Before you start practicing with this tutorial, make sure that your voice is properly warmed up. It will increase the efficiency and the comfort of your practice. If you look for a warm-up, check out the one that is placed in the description below this video. Alright, let's begin! The first step to mastering the Kargyraa throat singing is learning a basic vocal distortion, the one that is engaging your false vocal folds. You can achieve it, for example, by making angry grunts like You can imitate drillers or motorbikes. You can make a parody of James Hetfield's vocals. Yeah, yeah, yeah. In this case, making a face as if you wanted to bite something can help you to discover a comfortable, effective distortion. Yeah, 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 yeah. You can also shout as if you are very angry, like hey, hey, hey. If you had problems with distorting the sound from the very beginning, start with your clean voice, just hey, hey, hey. In this case, making a face as if you wanted to bite something can also help you. Hey, hey. Once you have a firm, confident, open, clear, and comfortable sound, then you can start to increase the level of anger within it. So it's like hey, 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 hey. Another sound that can help you to discover healthy, comfortable distortion is imitating pirate sounds like R, 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 R. In this case, also, so-called bite in complete vocal technique can help you. R, R. Now let's talk a bit about the placement and the sensations that follow creating a healthy, comfortable, good sounding distortion. The most of my students and the most of vocalists that I know, including myself, feel the distortion in the upper part of their larynx, somewhere up here. Anatomically, it doesn't make any sense because we produce the distortion with the false vocal folds and they are obviously not placed right here. So we talk more about sensations and about the resonance. So the most of people feel it in the upper part of their larynx. So you can put 1 or 2 fingers there and direct there the sound. You can feel the vibrations spreading from this place everywhere, up, down, to the sides. Those vibrations are spreading everywhere, but you can notice it mostly in the upper part of your larynx. It can also feel as if the sound was sliding towards your soft palate, towards the nasal cavity and your mouth, a bit like a C shape or something like that. You can feel it especially when you practice with your mouth closed. Those vibrations are quite easy to notice, especially if you hold fingers on your larynx, but the overall sensation should be rather neutral. Maybe during first takes or days of practice you can feel a very slight discomfort, something between 1, 2 out of 10, but it just means that you are using different tissues of your larynx. For example, you use your false vocal folds for the first time and your voice box needs a bit time to adapt to those new sensations, new skills, but it's nothing dangerous. But if you feel itchiness, tickles, you feel tears in your eyes, or some kind of irritation, or just pain, or something worse like blood or something, then it clearly means that your technique needs a solid improvement. And there's a high chance that, for example, you use improper placement. So, for example, you bother your vocal folds, the true vocal folds, too much, then you will feel the source of the sound lower, in the lower part of your larynx. Maybe you use improper support, which means that you flex your abs way too hard, or your core muscles are not engaging enough, or they aren't properly coordinated with creating those sounds. maybe you push too hard, or use too much air or too high air pressure. Maybe you aim for too high pitch, or for a too deep sound. There are many different factors. So if it's easy to access this sound, if it's comfortable, it's not constricted, it's not too breathy, it's comfortable or neutral, which means that it's at least 7 out of 10 level of comfort, then there's nothing to worry about. But if the comfort level gets below 7 out of 10, then it might be good to take a look at different things that you do with your voice and observe what might need improvement, whether it's breath support, placement, the intensity, level of aggression, distortion, or pitch. Before we take the next step towards mastering the Kargyraa throat singing, let's make a short summary of distortion. Put 1 or 2 fingers on the top of the larynx and make an angry grunt, or imitate the sound of a driller or a motorbike. Usually shorter bursts, shorter sounds work more efficiently, they are much more comfortable in the beginning. Or you can make a parody of James Hetfield's yeah, 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 pirate sounds, R, 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 or an angry shout, hey, hey. Make sure that your core muscles are well coordinated with the sound creation. If you wonder if your breath support and core muscles are working as they should, check out the video that I've made a few years ago. You will find the link in the description. And the last thing about distortion, just observe what is the best placement, the level of volume, the pitch, and amount of aggression or distortion in the sound. You can play around with those factors to find out which setting of your voice delivers the best sound and the highest level of comfort. Okay, and now the second step towards mastering Kargyraa throat singing. Find basic overtones. In order to find basic overtones, we'll use twang, which is some kind of a compression that narrows and sharpens the sound of your voice. Something like It's created in the larynx, but is often mistaken with nasality. It can be used with nasality, but twang and nasality are two different separate things. It can be used with nasality or without it, so the choice is yours. We can use a bit of nasality. And we'll make a syllable like ni, ni, ni. You can make your voice sound childish, a bit flat. You can let the soft palate to delicately lower. You can bring the tongue closer to the roof of your mouth.
Me. So it's a bit flat and childish. Me, 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 na, 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 me, me, me.
And now the syllable yo.
Ya, 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 ya. Me, ya, me, ya.
And now let's switch dynamically, smoothly between ni and yo, and try to look for a characteristic buzz in your voice.
Ni, 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 ni. So we have this childish flat voice, soft palate
is lowered, the tongue is lifted,
ni,
and we switch between ni and yo, searching for those basic overtones.
ni, 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 ni.
The sound is very bright, but it's not too high, so it's not like
Ni, ni, ni.
It's like a mid, totally neutral for my voice pitch. So you can also place the sound somewhere close to your speaking voice. That will be probably the most comfortable and the most natural pitch for your voice.
Ni, 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 ni.
It might sound a bit higher because of the overtones and because of brighter sound color.
Ni, 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 ni.
Beside ni and yo, there are many, almost infinite options, so you can use your imagination and try out anything that will come to your mind. Just look for the small buzz, look for something that resembles of having more than one sound, one pitch, like you had multiple voices at once, and if you will find it, there you have it, the overtones, and they will help you to learn any kind of throat singing, but in this context, in this tutorial, we are practicing Kargyraa. I must honestly admit that overtone singing in my case is something that I need to work on a lot. I need to take some lessons and just spend more time with it. But even my basic, like very basic overtones are enough to create a nice Kargyraa sound. I highly recommend you to record yourself during practice because sometimes things sound really great in your head, but it turns out that in the recording the overtones are not as rich as you firstly thought. So this will help you to kind of calibrate your voice and find the best setting that is not only great in your head, in your body, but also sounds really good in the recording. Thanks to that, you will achieve much richer, fuller and deeper sound of your vocals. Alright, so we have covered two most important elements of Kargyraa throat singing, distortion and the overtones, and now in order to produce the final sound, we are going to combine those two elements together. So you can start for example with this and add the distortion, or you can just start with the distortion and direct it towards the overtones. As you can hear, those two methods deliver a bit different sound. For me, the second option, just starting with distortion and looking with it for the overtones, is much more suitable, but I show you both ways because maybe the first one will turn out to be actually much more comfortable and better sounding in your case. It's always good to have more options to choose from. Alright, let's try out the first option, the clean sound with overtones and addition of the distortion. Usually the neo neo is the easiest option to practice with for the most of my students. Once you unlock a basic Kargyraa sound, then you can modify the pitch, you can modify the position of your tongue, you can lower your jaw more, or try to lower the larynx, or lift the soft palate. You can change the position of different elements of your vocal tract in order to modify the sound of your Kargyraa. But in the beginning, focus on finding the most basic setting of your voice that delivers good sounding and comfortable Kargyraa. Okay, and now let's practice with the second option, which is just starting with the distorted sound and navigating it towards the overtones. Yeah, 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 yeah. The sound of distortion feels a bit lower, and when it transforms into Kargyraa, it feels like it was elevating a bit. Yeah, 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 yeah. As if I was pulling the sound a bit up. Yeah, 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 yeah. The sound of Kargyraa is much richer, fuller, and deeper than the basic distortion. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. You can try to aim at Kargyraa directly from the very beginning of the sound. Neo, 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 neo. Or you can start with distortion. Ni, ni, ni. And direct the sound in different ways until you find the overtones. Ni, 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 ni. For a lot of people in this case, making a buzzer sound helps a lot. Ni, 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 ne, 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 Making pirate sound can also help you. R, R, R. And then connecting the pirate sound with a buzzer sound. R, 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 R. Once those short sounds are easy, then you can try to increase their length. R, 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 R. Ni, 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 neo, 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 ni. Neo, 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 ni. Neo, 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 ni. In this case, also pay attention to what level of pitch and volume and amount of aggression or distortion best suit your voice. It's extremely important for the comfort and the safety of your voice. Let's try again. We'll start with a distortion like nah, nah, nah. Then we'll try to direct it towards a buzzer sound. Nah, 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 nah. Na 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 uh 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 neo 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 neo. And again, you can play around with different syllables, vowels, consonants, anything that will come to your mind. If it's comfortable, if it sounds okay, even on a basic level, then you can stick to it. Neo Neo is just the easiest option for the most of my students. But it doesn't mean that it has to be the easiest option for you. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yay, 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 yay. Yeah, 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 yeah. Nay, 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 nay. No, 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 no. Once basic sounds are easy, consistent, and comfortable, then you can try to practice with words. Oh yeah, I'm a robot. Wow. Anything that will come to your mind. You can even make a parody of songs in any genre. Hey, hey, I'm alive. I'm the one who took you there. I've become so numb, I can feel you there. Become so tired, so much more aware. It can be literally anything, a poem, a song, anything, just make fun and discover new things about your voice. Alright, so here we have it, 3 steps to mastering Kargyraa throat singing. Let me know how it works, I hope that you will find this helpful as much as I do and my students. In case of any questions, feel free to write a comment below the video or contact me through email, you will find it in the description below the video. Thank you very much for your attention, have a great practice and see you around, bye!